Oi, what's next? It's a 90s special. Something with a bit of soul. Yeah, that's how we roll. The Calibra. This came out in Vauxhall's golden age. Cars such as the Nova and Astra being particularly memorable. But not off topic, this one's fire. These weren't a common sight back in the day, and even less so now. Ooh, turbo goodness. The long sweeping lines in its body shape could never be forgotten, and these were a favourite in the modifying scene. Many have sacrificed their power plants to end up being put in smaller hatchbacks, and for good reason. Anyway, dropping in 1989, designed by Erhard Snell under Wayne Cherry's lead, these cars would either be packing a 2-litre 8-valve, a 2-litre 16-valve, a 2.5-litre V6, and a mighty 2-litre 16-valve turbo. Now I could go into mad detail, but let's keep it sweet. Fun fact, upon its release, this car was the most aerodynamic production car on the planet. Oh yeah. The range-topping turbo would hit speeds in excess of 150 mile an hour and hit 60 in around 6.8 seconds. I told you this ain't no joke. This car's on smoke. Oh, I forget to mention, some models came with 4-wheel drive. Billy bonus right there. Factories looked proper relaxed back in the day. Look at this geezer in a leather jacket. Must have been Mufti Day or something. Now most that know me will know I'm into my German vehicles, so why the Vauxhall Calibra? Maybe because they're
designed for performance, driven by dynamism.
And the one that owns this certainly is a diamond. And that diamond is my best mate. We've been through thick and thin. You see the Calibra there? And there's another part nose to nose with my VW Corrado. We put in work on these Calibras, and it was fun times, always. At one point, I thought he had them all. Quite a collection. The current one had a few issues, leading it to be taken off the road. Then kids and other priorities came first. Before you know it, it's over 10 years that have passed, and the car is looking, well, you'll see. Hold tight. Okay, you know what time it is. It's time for the next project. First stop, let's go see the boy. Typical April weather in England, but we won't let that rain on our parade. Onward. Now whilst pottering along the motorway, I was trying to create a mental list of things that needed doing. Then I realised the list would be so long and would probably end up doing laps of the M25 before the list was complete. Mad. Anyway, by this time the coffee had kicked in, and I was ready for this. Yes. He was also ready, Red Bull in hand. Spirited drive to the car, and we're good. And as you can see, no air in the tyres, so I put the boy to work. I got involved too, don't worry.
Safety first, I ain't looking to breathe in no spores, nothing like that, so yeah, let's get going.
Now, you ever seen 10-year-old mould? Check it.
This steering wheel is not the one. Oh my God. Look at that.
Remember, he's got to jump in there to steer this car. So this was a must. Disgusting.
How to remove a Vauxhall Calibra bumper in 2 seconds. There we go. Quick release.
Now this had to come off.
Off we popped.
Why? As the bumper was modified, not by my mate I had, we needed to access the tow eye, and there it is. Pretty clean under there, all things considered. Shout out to man like Dom on the recovery. Hooked up. Dragged out. See the rain giving a false representation of the shiny bodywork. It don't look like that. And away she goes. Back at base. It's time to offload. No drama. The old girl's home for a bit. Welcome back. Let's see how she stands. Glorious. Oh yeah. It's a little bit grimy, a little bit mouldy, a little bit mossy. It's a 4x4, if you didn't know. At the moment, it ain't no show and it ain't no go. Let's go. Yeah, BBS for the vibe. Quick release bumper, if you want to keep it inside, no lies. Oh, look at that engine, it used to shine like chrome. Gotta get this one running, go hard, go in or go home. Yeah, look at the state of it. I mean, bro, look at the state of it. Yeah, this was the pride and joy. Gonna need a fair few more of them pennies to bring back this old toy. Pure joy. Anyway, I can't wait. Alright guys, what do you reckon?
Brother, what's that?
This needs a lot of work. We're gonna start with the interior because it's disgusting.
What's that, brother? First things first, gonna get the seats out, then I can wet back the floors, because yeah, there's too much mould and I ain't breathing that in. Let's go.
Time for graft.
And one thing to bear in mind, these are with pre-tensioner under the seat. So in the event of an accident, this will pull you in, keeping you to the seat, stopping you lurching forward, hitting the steering wheel or dashboard or anything like that. Now we need to deactivate those, they're under here. We need to put this little pin, needs to go in there, and that will stop this sort of pyro charge detonating.
Now with that in, the seats can come out with the help of my apprentice.
Zosh, what do you reckon, mate?
4 bolts and a quick cable disconnect is all it takes. Yep. Then yeet that sucker right out of there. Same on the other side. And I'm thinking to myself, why? I'm playing. Not only do I want to see this back on the road, but it was nostalgic being back in it. Making some progress still. Check it.
And this is going to get in the way, so off it comes.
And breathe. She's back.
This cat's obsessed. Zosha, wait. Do you want to get out, mate? Come on.
Now let's bag up anything loose on the floor.
Loads of them.
Yoink.
All bearings.
That was from a wheel bearing. One of the things that initially took it off the road. The parts were, and still are, hard to find.
Gonna need a lot more than Febreze to get this smelling fresh.
Almost ready for the next step. Just a few more knickknacks.
The original black, a bit worse for wear, but we'll sort that out.
My trusty Vax cordless puts in the work. It's even got a turbo mode. Matches the car nicely. Mrs. wasn't impressed, but I've got to do what I've got to do.
Right, I've got some special sauce that I made up. Gonna spray the carpet, let it sit for a bit, go it with a wire brush, well not wire brush, a plastic brush on a drill, and then wet vac that up. Let's see how we get on.
Now this sauce was a mixture of washing up liquid, white vinegar and some antibacterial spray. Nothing too heavy, but I need the stains and the smell gone. I can't make it any worse, right?
Now, as this has been sat for more than 10 years, always worth masking up. We don't know what kind of mould, spores and that is flying around, so better safe than sorry.
Yeah, the mask is probably upside down, but it still works.
Also got this drill to agitate all the dirt out of the carpet and get it clean.
Now I'm basically agitating the dirt from the depths of the carpet, getting ready for the next step. Taking time and being thorough. We're getting there, innit? And it's already smelling better. Fresh.
So we got this little puppy that's going to draw all of the water out of the carpet, along with all the deep setting dirt.
Once again, Vax is the one. This time, the wet vac. Got to pull all that loose dirt I raised to the surface off altogether. It's pretty effective. Look at that minging. Disgusting. Decontamination for the win.
Time for a coffee.
Same treatment for the seats. Let it dwell for a bit, and then I'll hit it with a nail brush and a microfiber cloth. At a later stage, I'll go even further than this, but hey, that's for another video. A simple scrub brings the life back into this interior. After one pass, look at the difference. Not bad. And the tints on the glass have had it. So with the power of steam, this weakened the glue and left barely any residue when it was removed. Work smarter, not harder. Bosh. Front seats got the same treatment. If I'm going to be in and out of this car, I want to remain as clean as possible, within reason. Look, see. Lovely. Yo, if you're feeling the content, give us a like, subscribe, and share with your pals. Back end time. I wasn't feeling this audio build, and neither was my mate. Out it comes. Stealth shelf, so stealthy that the speakers are invisible. And let's get this amp rack out.
That's nice and secure, isn't it?
2 screws that weren't actually doing anything. Shocking. Now the amps are actually decent, but had a fair amount of condensation on them, so I don't know if they'll be still working. I'll have to pop the covers off and check for corrosion another time. Spaghetti junction down there. I don't like it.
Don't want nobody but you, no matter what we go through.
And with minimal effort, that little structure is out.
Can we survive?
Thank God. Next, I'm going to remove the junction boxes and fuse boxes. The battery's disconnected, so chill, Winston.
Chill, Winston. It looks like this is a bit of MDF, so it's all wet as well. This is no good. So let's see what's going on.
Now sitting back here, you could smell the damp on the wood. Not good. It's a strange grill choice for the sub. Phoenix Gold. Not too shabby, but we'll have to come better than that. Now I don't know what those pieces of wood were doing.
Okay.
But yeah. Feeling a bit loose. So, grab an old chisel and lever the board up. Good old friction fitting, I guess. Damn. And there you can see the water that's been trapped. So it's just as well we're yanking all this out. That was fairly simple, but I don't like the look of this.
That's different. Not good though.
This sub-enclosure showed no visible screws attaching it to the floor. So it's time for the chisel, my nizzle. Wedge it in, pry it up. Simple.
Now, I don't know what this is, but it looks like body filler. So I don't know what they were thinking. But now I've got to get it all off. Brilliant.
I don't know whose smart idea it was to use body filler to hold in that bit of wood. What a ball ache. And this was the only method that worked removing it. Mundane task for real. Now I've got to be a savage to get the bulk of it. It's not fun and it's not clever. But here's more.
Check that out. Bodge. Bodge. Body filler to glue in. Sub. Proper bodge.
What more can I say?
Tired of the inside. Let's check out the bodywork. Please be good. Some lovely little ecosystems at home on the black paintwork. That's no biggie. As you can imagine, a fair few creatures made this their home. The rims ain't terrible though. And the front bumpers are lost cause in my eyes.
Let's get it clean.
Let's go. This little jet wash did a solid clearing that 10-year-old moss and grime. Therapeutic vibes are gone. And the snow foam doing its job. Look at the car thanking me big time for that. Ooh-wee. Way better. But still a way off. I'll revisit that for sure, just like the interior. It's fairly straight, but let's check out a few niggles.
So we've got these bumper mouldings, been poorly prepped, paint's flicking off, it's got a hole in it. So we have to respray these. Rust. More flaky paint. Wheels need a going over. I think this entire thing needs to go in a bin. Missing washer jet. No idea what's gone on there. A little bit more rust. Missing centre caps. Wonky exhaust. Missing grommet. And when I washed the car, water came in and went on my clean seats. So that window sill needs looking at. Missing trim. Loose trim. Probably put those back to stock. And the leather is pulled away. More rust.
All in all, I think it's well worth saving. What do you reckon? Get in them comments and let me know.
So we got a lot to be getting on with. The first thing is going to be the cam belt. That way I can spin over the engine and see what happened all those years ago when it wouldn't start. I'm Wayne. This is Things on Wheels. Stay blessed.